Hey, Shalom. Again, by giving our glory and praises to
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakodash.
Alright, double honors to our beloved elders and apostles and great ministers. Shalom to all the elect. Shalom to all the Akim, Christians, truth and sincerity. Alright, so brothers from the GMS Columbus, Ohio branch. We got the beloved brothers from Dayton here once more. And through the Spirit, you know, we're going to do what we do every week. It's prophesied the downfall of this wicked kingdom, Babylon the Great. You know, as you can see, things are still moving and moving, man, in the planet Earth concerning the prophecy. Alright? And that's what we got to be focused and key on. Alright? Not worrying about Gentile salvation. Alright? Worrying about the heathen making us a spirit. Because I was listening to Dallas earlier today. And you had a random ass old nigga coming up talking about equality and this and that. Man, we're not in that spirit, man. Alright? If you don't know who the Israelites are, by this time, man, and about the Gentiles, man. Like, come on, man. The economy is on the brink of collapsing. Lord willing, they're done soon. Right? You see, they shut down the shut for news and all that, man. So a lot of things is happening, man. Tensions over there in Iran, so on and so forth, man. So again, we got to be geared on prophecy. We could
I'm already getting there.
Let's start off with that. Alright, then brother can grab it's at Matthew 16 at the top.
This is Sirach, or Ecclesiasticus out of the Apocrypha, 39 and 1. But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High, and is occupied in the meditation thereof, will seek out the wisdom of all the ancients, and be occupied in prophecy.
Right, we're supposed to be occupied in prophecy. You always bring out Revelation 19:10. The spirit of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. Again, you got niggas worrying about Gentile. Like I said, you deal with the Akan and Shai. They changed the doctrine, and now it's all about the Gentiles. And what about the prophecies? You know? One thing I will say, when you sit and watch the guys who change the doctrine, all they do is try to sway people to believe that doctrine. They throw prophecy out the window, they throw a name out the window, they throw everything else out the window, man. You see? But again, we should be focused on prophecy, man. You see, real quick, to the brother find out too, covet to prophesy. Let's get that as well.
Start kicking up, y'all brothers mind, just kind of hold your hand on it when it kicks up.
It says, wherefore, brethren, covet to prophesy, and forbid not to speak with tongues. Right, covet to prophesy, man. You see, again, that's the spirit we should be in, man. It's prophesying, day in and day out, going into the news, going into what's happening in the earth, man. You see, now, you know what I'm saying? Of course, we go into other lessons, we deal with other things that edify the body and the sheep. But again, you know, we should be the time for the things that we should be focused on is prophecy. Plain and simple. Alright?
That's the most important thing today. Alright, you know, things like the bro said, things are kicking off at a strong pace. Alarming rate, yeah. And people are catching up. They start to now. They starting to see who the devil is. Alright? They starting to small hat guys, they getting exposed left day in and day out, man. And that's prophecy.
Matthew 16, verse 1. It reads, the Pharisees also with the Sadducees came, and tempting desired him that he would show them a sign from heaven.
All right, so again, our side dealing with the Pharisees and Sadducees. He asked him to show, for him to show them a sign from heaven. Got it?
Verse 2, it says, he answered and said unto them, when is it evening? Or when it is evening, ye say it will be fair weather, for the sky is red. And in the morning, it will be foul weather today, for the sky is red and lowering. O ye hypocrites, ye can discern the face of the sky, but can ye not discern the signs of the time?
Right, you can discern the face of the sky, but can you not discern the signs of the time? Again, we like we just mentioned, things are happening at an alarming rate. And this is what we should be focused on and locked in on, especially us being the prophets. You see, going into the news, going into, what's happening, the current events, so on and so forth, paying attention. You see the gas prices going back up, all right, oil, so on and so forth, which in that's going to cause what? Everything else around you to go up. The food prices will go up, shrinkflation, inflation, all right, to happen, so on and so forth, man. So again, all the pieces of the puzzle for this system to collapse is there. We're just waiting for that one big hit, all right, when Esau shuts this thing down completely and brings in that MOTV, man. All right, but again, we see what's happening in the earth. And us being the prophets, we should be focused on what's happening in the earth. So we might as well get that Ezekiel 3rd chapter.
Can I get one real quick? Just, I think you can put a word out. Ephesians 5, real quick, 5:15. It says, see then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise.
Right, yeah, walk circumspectly. Not as fools, but as wise. You see? A lot of these guys is walking foolishly around the planet Earth. All right? Not paying attention. You know what I'm saying? You got, like I said again, when listening to Jesus, he worried about his G-Wagon and shit.
They got G-Wagon?
Yeah.
Dang.
His car or something. All right? So, hey, whatever car you got, you got. All right? You should be focused on, the task at hand, which is prophecy.
No, that's it.
Ezekiel 3.
Oh, Ezekiel.
17. Ezekiel 3 and 17, it says, Son of man, I have made thee a watchman into the house of Israel.
Right, I have made thee a watchman into the house of Israel. You got it?
Therefore hear the words of my mouth and give them warning from me.
Right, and give them warning from me. Again, we go into Jacob's trouble. We're speaking about the prophecy, the thermonuclear missile, the tensions between the nations, World War III, so on and so forth, man. All right? Giving them warning, that Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah is on the way. Because ultimately he's, the master chess player, man. He's setting everything up. He's having the angels work on the minds of these kings, these rulers, to do what they're doing in the planet Earth, man. You see, real quick, Jake, you get that in Job, when he say, the seal of man instructions, real quick.
Fall asleep.
Just real quick.
You got it, bro.
But again, the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, via Yahweh Shah, is having the angels work on the minds of these kings. And real quick, we get it, and just to back that up further, it's at Revelation 7, real quick.
You want Joker?
Okay, Job 33 and verse 16, it says, 16 says, then, I'll read verse 15, it says, in a dream, in a vision of the night, the deep sleep falleth upon men, and slumberings upon the bed, then he openeth the ears of men. All right, so when you go to sleep, all right, take your power nap, whatever the case may be, you get your 8 hours, a lot of it's 4 hours, some no hours. But when you go to sleep, right, the Lord, it says, then he openeth the ears
ears of men and sealeth their instruction.
Right, and seals their instructions, man. All right, so again, you see all the shit that's going on with Trump because, hey, Trump made a lot of promises this year, right? It's gonna be the golden age of America. I'm gonna expose the Epstein files. It's gonna be peace. Ain't gonna be no war. It's gonna be this, and that. But again, like the scripture say in Proverbs, man's goings are of the Lord. You see? So again, when you go to sleep, the Lord already sealed your instructions for the next day. Made all these big promises for America, you know, in his inauguration and all that. We're gonna do this. We're gonna attempt. We also gonna do this, that, and this.
And people ate that shit up like it was a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Yeah, you know, jump in, high fiving, jumping on the trampoline, all types of shit.
Right.
You know, flags rolling up and down the street.
Yeah.
Nah, but none of that shit happened. Now look, it's a full-fledged war going on in the Middle East.
Hey, fuck it, brother. Remember back in the day, around 2008, when Obama got inaugurated? Man, we watched that shit. Hey, we watched that shit like it was an HBO movie. I know. I went outside. It was so corny. I remember it was like I went outside when the nigga won, because we all thought he was a nigga, a Jake. And I went outside. I'm looking outside. You know, I'm in the hood, and there I'm supposed to look at everybody's coming out their houses and shit. That's what I thought. We're all jumping for joy and shit. And that nigga really ain't do anything. 8 years, Nathan.
Yeah,
past the Momo joint.
Yeah.
That was about it.
That's it.
Yeah, he took niggas out of Afghanistan, but that was about it. He whipped troops, but he didn't do nothing for you niggas, man. But that's still my favorite person.
He was probably one of the first presidents.
Yes.
Yeah, he was.
He built himself up, and that's it.
And them niggas, them presidents, they come out of nowhere.
Nobody knew who that was.
Nobody knew who he was. He was a Chicago congressman or something.
Joe Biden, remember Kamala, she's supposed to be the so-called first black vice president. Her, she was a drunk ass, you know what I mean? She's screwed. She just, you know, she just be talking shit. She be disappearing. You don't know where the fuck she at. She ain't do shit neither.
You talking about Kamala?
Yeah, Kamala.
That drunk bitch. Bitch on pink, drinking pink, waiting and shit before she goes to her room. Sardines. She look like she on them type of drink, pink, women. Yes, man. Biden, that nigga diaper shitty. This nigga, man, nigga's a robot.
And read verse 16 again, it says, Job 33:16, then he openeth the ears of men and sealeth their instruction, that he may withdraw man from his purpose and hide pride from man.
Right, he may draw a man from his purpose. Get up, boom, you know? Because it's all the will of the Heavenly Father, man. See? That's why the scriptures say, think not of tomorrow. For what is your life? It is but a vapor. See? We don't know what's going to happen the next day, you know? But, what's it got?
Got a good precept here, just to add to that. Sirach 18, I'm going to start at 1 with the main points at 3. He that liveth forever hath created all things in general. The Lord only is righteous, and there is none other but he, who governeth the world with the palm of his hand, and all things obey his will. So you're going into like the Lord seals your instruction. Everybody, you know what I'm saying? So you might have in your mind like, okay, tomorrow I'm about to go do this. But that's why the scriptures say what? To say Lord willing. You know what I mean? Because you don't know. You think you can go do something, but the Lord gonna be like, no, I'm gonna have you do something else. Even with the so-called white man, especially him, he thinks that he's gonna live and endure forever. He think he's gonna win this war with Iran and all this bullshit. But the Lord, what he said, he's gonna disappoint his crafty counsel. I'm gonna be mixing scriptures together, but he's gonna disappoint all his plans. You know, it says, for he is the king of all, by his power dividing holy things among them from profane. You know, and that's what people gonna start really see when the Lord finally bring his final judgment upon this earth. These people gonna see that the Most High, he's the king of all. He controls everything, not Esau, not people that say I can control my destiny and all that bullshit. You know, the Lord is the Most High. He is. Simply put, that's his name. That's what his name means.
Revelation 19, it brings out that word omnipotent. omnipotency, which means sway over all things. Because, you know, if he had it his way, he don't want no, you know, nuclear war, so to speak. He wants to continue on in his kingdom. Hey, your inward thought is that their house shall continue forever. But at the end of the day, the Lord's going to sway the minds of these devils, all right, via the angels, to do what they do. Real quick, Jake, what's that, Proverbs 21?
Right here. Proverbs 21:1, the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, as the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will.
Right, again, like I said, he did with Trump, man. He had all types of promises. He gonna do this, do that, golden age, this, and that. Now look. Now it's the draft. Now the draft coming up.
That's right.
You know, now niggas in the Middle East dying. Now shit getting blew up. Different stations, different garrisons getting blew up now. You know? He didn't anticipate on that, so to speak. Alright? But again, it's going to show you that the Heavenly Father is in control of all things, right? Alright? And again, he's working on the minds of these kings, these rulers, alright? And gathering them up. Keep it back to this.
Yeah.
Bring that out real quick.
At the top. This is Revelation 7 at the top. And after these things, I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree.
Right, and that's concerning the destruction. But again, you got these angels that's holding back the wind. So they're ultimately they're working on the minds of these rulers, these kings on the planet Earth, to not hit that red button right now. You know, until the elect to see it. You see? So the Heavenly Father, you know, via Yahweh Shai has these angels, these messengers, all right, working on the minds of these kings, telling them what to do, what not to do, swaying, playing with their psyche, so on and so forth, sealing their instructions, all right, on down the line. We just pushing the Bible.
Hey, get it, buddy. That's cool, man. Get it, boys.
It's my man.
What's your thoughts on what's going on in the world today?
Man, I pray a lot, dude. I've been homeless 20 years.
Damn.
In all 50 states, but that's how I survived, man. I prayed.
Right.
I woke up with no money, got $8 in Dublin, you know, box of backpack. I got no water to get the hell out of the city, so I'm trying to get away from all the drug addicts. That's why I've been homeless for so long. I've learned to get out of cities, jump on the bus, don't try to hitchhike, just go. Once I'm in the middle of nowhere, usually cops and sheriffs will be like, hey, you're on the side, you want to ride? You're still walking, you know, and they passed me a couple of times.
Well, Lane, I say this, man, you know, you're a better case than a lot of people in society in the sense that you know how to survive.
My books teach you how to survive. All my stuff is on my books.
Yeah.
I wrote a book called The Diary of a Drifter by Stephen Root.
Okay.
Get a chance, Google it, man, for real.
Yes, that's what's up. Hey, man.
I'm
Hey.
famous for crossing America 16 times on foot without money, just using a wild edible plant. Prayer.
Hey.
But, you know, then bring the people, you know, give me food. Like it. But, yeah, that's how I survive, man.
Keep pushing, man.
Yeah.
Keep pushing.
I got enough to get to me. I got $4.
Yeah.
I got $2 to get to where the rich people are in Polaris.
I live
I gotta walk to the Delaware and Sunbury exit down the freeway.
Yeah.
So the cops pick me up, and I'm hoping to make the truck stop where the Flying J, the pilot is. It's safe for the camp, man. You know, the crackheads running around. I can just set up a tent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you an ex-vet?
No.
Oh, okay. Dang, well, you got the mentality.
Vets taught me how to survive. I was able with a lot of Vietnam vets.
Yeah. That's,
Yeah, I would say, man, hey, keep it up, man. Watch your stuff, man. It's crazy out here.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm from Columbus.
that's the spirit, bro. That's
Hey,
how.
man, yeah, hey. Like I said, he is better case than a lot of people because you know how to survive. A lot of people, hey, this is spirit. We're going into, you know, economic collapse.
Yeah.
A lot of people, you know what I'm saying, they go, you know, up and down the street. They're comfortable, they're happy. They don't know what the hell's going on. You know? But at the end of the day, hey, we all gonna be, you know, still burning like that. You know? The time of spirit is going on in our lives. Fortify your mind. You know what I'm saying? Is this something that Revelation 7?
Yeah. Back at Revelation 7 and 2, it says, and I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power, and he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth in the sea.
Right, so like I said again, the Heavenly Father being Yahushua has the angels, again, holding back the destruction. So ultimately what? They're playing on the minds of the rulers and kings, again, not to press that red button.
That's right.
However it may go,
Yeah, because the Lord, He working everything in phases. Everything we in phase 6, 7, you know what I mean? We in the last phases of this thing, because prophecy must come to pass. That's why He's holding back the angels, because we have to continue to push that,
MOTB.
Yeah, the MOTB. Jacob's trouble. Our temptation. World War III, destruction. We have to push those things. Then the vial of destruction is going to come. When I'm sorry,
just real quick, just add right then, the last of the believers gonna come in too.
Oh yeah. 11 hours. Yeah. It's gonna be an influx. It's gonna be an influx of believers. There's gonna be a lot of people that's gonna be in our faces asking questions. It might be a little too late for some, for majority. What was that name? What them brothers with them dresses? What they say? Yo play Yahweh, and there's gonna be a lot of them niggas too.
Right, even like how the elders, etc. say, they go into how once upon a time they were pushing the year 2000 into destruction prophecy. But through the spirit hit a prophecy too hard. All right, I forget where it's at in Luke. Pretty much go into they should desire to see the Savior, but He shall not come, something to that effect. But pretty much that had to happen. But ultimately, it didn't happen in that exact date. Because what? We had the 07 with it. Even to later on down the line in my way, after the COVID era. You know what I'm saying? You had a nice influx of believers coming in the COVID era. Like I said, I was born in 2000. Shit, the destruction came out of the liquor. I was just myself and coming through the nutsack of the electric. So, I don't know. But you got young brothers who weren't even born during that time. This was just being born, you know what I'm saying? And on down the line, you still got believers who got to come in, learn His word, all right, put in their work, you know what I'm saying? Because ultimately we all fight for the same penny. So no matter when exactly you come in, you could come in at a later date or earlier date. But again, you go to that parable about the penny, they all got the same reward. You know what I'm saying? They all got the same reward, man. So you're going to have, you know what I'm saying? Maybe we'll come in at the 11th hour. Some days might get, so many years. But hey, man, we all getting the same penny, the same wages, man. One winner which, begins with salvation and the kingdom of heaven.
Think about that. Ultimately, those different periods of time, it's testing grounds for a lot of Jacob. You know what I'm saying? So in the midst, in the fold, you know what I'm saying? And the Lord had these events happen to sift these guys out. And that's been happening over the course of years, and it's still happening. You know what I'm saying? Certain events happen, and then, people feel like, okay, well, damn, shit's supposed to happen now.
Disenchanted.
Yeah, and then it don't happen, and then they think, oh, well, damn, this ain't real. This ain't something to believe in because it didn't happen how you think it was supposed to happen, and when it's supposed to happen.
Right. Somebody get, what's that, 2 Peter 3 on top. Back up the brother,
Yeah, real quick, before y'all getting that, look at the apostles, you know what I mean, the disciples, you know what I mean, during the time of Yahushua when He got crucified. Obviously they didn't want that to happen. Obviously that was prophecy. Even Peter tried to stop it, but the Lord had to go through it. But imagine what happened after that. You gotta think of daily life. You gotta, like the apostles always say, you gotta be visionaries. You got visionaries. You gotta imagine you a disciple. You walking around, niggas looking at you like, oh, where's your Lord at now? Oh, they probably talking all kinds of shit, but they had to stay strong and still believe. They died in that time. I think that was that Hebrews, I believe. Yeah, they died in something. So so shit. So hey, Lord willing, we gonna have to endure that shit too. You see World War, even now, right now, you see World War III. It's like, damn, okay, finally we there. But hey, we still got a little bit more to go.
Yeah.
Because we had different. You remember what was the one event that happened in Israel? What was that with?
Iran, 12 days before.
Yeah, was that like in 2022?
Man, that was like last year, I think.
Now you remember we was in the Telegram with the headset, we were shooting missiles, sitting on the video. but it was some
Palestine,
involving-
Israel, probably.
maybe.
Oh, Ukraine? You talking about?
I think it may have been with Ukraine, but I think it was something else from Israel. But hey, even with that,
With
you know what I'm saying?
Houthis and stuff.
Even with that, you know, oh man, we glued to the telegram, oh shit, sending videos, missiles flying, oh man, we about, you know, because of, see, to be honest, when I first came in, with the end of 2021, I'm like, damn, we be out here 2022, 2023, it's 2026.
I remember.
But it's like, hey, bro, you know, hey, things gotta keep turning, and you know, happening to planet Earth, man, before that day is completely fulfilled.
And those are small instances because every couple years, so often something happens to where you get excited, get amped up, you know, do a lesson, and like, oh, and it kind of dies down. That's how that works because it's, you know, things still have to fall in order of prophecy. So you like the bro said, that 2000 thing happened. A lot of people got disenchanted because they lost the faith because they lost the patience, and that's the biggest thing that we have to endure.
Don't get that, bro. Those who have lost patience, but you can bring that out, man.
2 Peter 3. Start at the top. 2 Peter chapter 3 and 1. It reads, this second epistle, beloved, I now write unto you in both which I stir up your pure minds by way of remembrance, that ye may be mindful of the words which were spoken before by the holy prophets, and of the commandment of us, the apostles of the Lord and Savior. Verse 3, knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers, walking after their own lusts, and saying, where is the promise of his coming?
See, where is the promise of his coming? So you got guys, you know what I'm saying, who's in this thing once upon a time, you know, who end up scoffing and mocking, you know, when is he coming? This and that, you know.
For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning.
All things continue as they were from the beginning. Ain't nothing happened. You know, that shit happened.
Not in my lifetime.
Not in my life.
An old bottle nigga would say that.
Man,
Not in my life.
There's always been wars and earthquakes.
Yeah.
They say.
Man,
Especially the last 200 so years.
Right. But again, think about all the things that are happening simultaneously.
Yeah.
That's the key. That's the key factor, man. You're dealing with prophecy. And see, ultimately, a lot of people try to sell themselves a false hope for a future. You know what I'm saying? They see themselves living a certain kind of life in due time. So when they say these certain things, they just trying to trick their minds into not seeing the shit that's going on. They're thinking, oh, well, this shit's going to blow by. So that way I can still seek after my Hellcat and I can still seek after my mansion and this and that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get my GMC Yukon, Black Rim.
Get my Capri.
Yeah. You know?
Have you ever tried one of these?
Nah.
But you can finish that out. You got somebody out there blue to you.
Yeah, I got it.
What's that other one? We are not those who turn back. People that say.
2 Peter 3 and the rest of 4. For since the fathers fell asleep, all things continue as they were from the beginning of the creation.
Yeah, kind of right. Yeah, ain't shit happening and so on and so forth. You know, again, not in my lifetime, them type of things. But shit is happening. Again, you looking at prophecy. When you looking at prophecy, things are you gotta understand and look at the world and see what's happening all at once. Yeah, like you said, wars going on, so on and so forth. Not only do you got wars happening, but you got talks to MOTB happening. You got talks to Jacob Trouble happening. Economic collapse happening. All these things are happening at once.
Yeah.
See? So that goes to show you that we're at the end of the end. The signs and the tokens that were given to us, being Yahweh Shai, playing out in the planet Earth, earthquakes. It was just some earthquakes in Louisiana. You know, so on and so forth. All the signs and tokens again that were left, all right, for us to you know, gauge the times, as the scripture says, 2 Corinthians 9. To measure the time, you know, to measure means to gauge. All right. So what do we use to gauge the time? All right, to look forward in the earth. All right, to know that we're you know, like you said, when is the
Second Ezra chapter 9 at the top. He said, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time when the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Right. See, measure the time diligently in itself. Right again with the measure.
When that season comes out, when it start getting warm, you're gonna see a lot more wickedness out here, man. You know, especially for you niggas, man.
Yeah, man, I was getting off the exit. Motherfucker was on a high-speed chase on a motorcycle. His bike off, his nigga leg probably broke or something. Bike all crushed up against the intersection wall and shit. You know, nigga thought he was Ghost Rider or something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because when we was at the spot, yeah, it's what back at it, it says, Second Ezra 9 and 3. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world.
Earthquakes and uproars in the people. Because in, during Vietnam and all that, World War II, they have a whole lot of protests, at least not to my knowledge.
Yeah, they did.
You know what I'm saying?
It was the whole thing. It was the whole thing for the Vietnam War. It was unnecessary. So I had a lot of protests.
I stand corrected. But even still, again, you had all these things, that still had to come into play. Earthquakes, uproars of the people, sedition among men, so on and so forth. You look at it now, it's on a higher scale.
On the incline, yep.
I think I don't know too much, but I know Vietnam, a lot of hippies was protesting.
Yeah, that was that coming of age.
Yeah, but I don't think it was like very violent.
No.
Now it's like niggas getting more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. There wasn't no fights. That was that whole hippie movement. They just want to hold hands, throw up the peace sign, and smoke weed.
Okay, now it's coming back to the motherfucking glasses on and shit.
Yeah, the glasses and the long hair look like.
The chopped up Levi's on and shit.
Yeah, that was that soft earth coming up.
And your boy Muhammad Ali, he refused because they try to make him go fight in the war. They put him in prison for like 5 years. That shit coming. Hey, that draft coming too.
Yeah. They just talked about it too.
That's
talking about it in April.
Right, and these niggas not ready.
They're not ready.
You got niggas voting in the
tarmac.
Nah, what's the shit called? Where y'all doing sleephouse?
Barracks?
Yeah, niggas voting in the barracks in between the twin size beds. Like it's a runaway.
Yeah. Hey, them niggas ain't ready, man. Them phone calls gonna start coming. Talked about this last week. The phone calls gonna start coming. The mail's gonna come. You're gonna check the mail. You're gonna see some DOD, or Department of War. And you're gonna start hearts gonna start racing. Hey, we got brothers that are of age to get drafted. Particularly these brothers, 18 to 25, selective service.
I was thinking like,
they might hit you up, bro. Looking at your Instagram, Jake running. Yeah. All you gotta do is put an M4 in Tyles Goggins. Yeah. So that's the spirit. Brothers gotta pray for brothers that are of that age. I'm a little spoiled. I've already passed my 8 years selective service, which they still gonna call me. They might hit me up like, yo, they look at my fucking DD 214. We gotta get that nigga back, man.
Yeah, some movie say,
hey.
Down for one more mission.
Hey.
You out on the beach with your kids and shit.
Right,
get the car.
Yeah, get the.
Oh shit.
Now you wanna.
Fucking overs on pop up and shit.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Man, fuck this shit. Down for one more mission.
Listen, partner.
Now you on a plane 18 hours later. They
Yeah.
called my dumb ass back, and they said they can give me everything they owed me when I got out. I think it was well around $160,000. That's for the last time of my service, but I'm like, man, click, nigga.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah, you look over at the kids on the beach and shit. On the phone and shit. Making a decision. See the clock. Then it's cutscene. Walking. What we dealing with, Sarge? Nigga get on the plane and shit. Yeah, man. You brief the plane and shit.
Even if they
Now your
can't,
ass in the jungle. You know what I'm saying?
that's what it's gonna be.
What you say, bro?
Even if they can't get to all the young cats, they gonna start seeing some of the older cats that's in shape and stuff, and they gonna be calling on them too.
Yeah, they're gonna call everybody. Oh man, they're gonna call these hoes.
Oh yeah.
Just that want to go to the army, be banged out, and
Yep.
get their degree. Yeah, YNs, they gonna catch them niggas on O Block.
Yeah, man. This is one little witch I know. And we was talking about what's it, disability.
Yeah.
He's got 100% disability. I'm thinking about my brother. My brother ain't got 100%. My bitch got 100%. 3 G's. Like she finesse the system. Nah, bitch, you about to get that call. You know what I'm talking about? About to send that bitch here, bitch. You know what I'm saying? You know, bitches don't know how to run, especially a
They
black
hips, they got hip flexors, they fucked up. All the bitches that be out there running.
Bitch with cargo joints on, not with the helmet on and shit.
Yeah, all cross, yeah, helmet, cricket. Don't know how to put their kit together. Man, it was a clown show, man. I will never forget it. I'm sorry, I don't want to continue, but that's prophecy. As soon as I came back from a deployment around 2018, 19, I came back coming to an all-male unit. I see bitches in my platoon. I mean, you know what I mean? I'm like, what? I'm smacked because I'm coming from an infantry unit with all male. So the testosterone, that fucks all camaraderie up. You talk about women, you talk about ass cheeks, talk about what you want to do on the weekend, and then you got a woman next to you that's ready to fucking talk to the commander for what you said. You know, it's just bullshit, man. Anyways,
but I got 2 points because I know the elder the Mashafat, you know what I'm saying? He say he's seen it a little bit, you know what I mean? He said when that time comes, when that war start happening, women they scared, they coward. You know what I mean? Now I do give you just to be fair, I know they good at snipers. I know there's like some that like got bodies and shit, but
yeah,
they good at a distance. But close up, you get fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But another point I would say is because during the Ukraine shit, you know, they getting their ass beat. You know what I'm saying? And then I seen multiple videos where the army men would come and snatch niggas up. Nigga in the car with his family, they come in there, you know, grab this nigga up. I think one time they shot a nigga dead right there, refusing. You know, it was another one. It was like he was like in his home, like in an apartment or some shit. And then he seen the dudes. It was like some movie shit. It was like 2 military dudes. And he seen them. He started running. He tried going to the door. They came and snatched his ass up. Man, hey, you think America won't do that? Look at them ice agents. They whip old people's asses. They shoot people. What you think? Man, they gonna lay all holy hell on these people.
I keep referencing my man Rodrigo. You have Rodrigo in there with the boxers.
Coming out there, the house.
The red jump, the green flag.
Look at this sticker.
Damn. I remember that. Grab that nigga. But real quick, back it up. What's that? Jeremiah 51.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I like to go to this one. Yeah.
Because again, man, this place is weak. And a lot of people don't want to fight. It's like you had the Marine nigga who got his arm broken up. That nigga arm broken like 6 pieces. Like, God damn, you're fucking. Sorry, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, tendons ripping and shit. Man.
Yeah.
But he was like, man, we don't want to fight for Israel.
Yep.
But like the scriptures say, the least shall draw them out. Yep. Now look.
Smack. Yep, this is Jeremiah 51:30. This is the mighty men of Babylon. Jeremiah 51:29. And the land shall tremble in sorrow, for every purpose of the Lord Yahweh shall be performed against Babylon, to make the land of Babylon a desolation without an inhabitant.
See, that's going to happen via the thermonuclear missiles, man. All right, and how do we know this isn't talking about ancient Babylon? Because ancient Babylon, his land is still there and intact. Iraq, you know, in particular. See?
Shithole.
Yeah, you know, it's deep, but then again, it's still inhabited. What's prophesied that's going to happen in Babylon the Great? All right, which is synonymous with Idumea, all right, Basra, so on and so forth. It's going to be trying down to the ground. See?
See the
All
shiny
right?
sea.
Yeah, and nothing's going to inhabit it. All right, you got it, bro.
Yep. Verse 30, Jeremiah 51. It says, the mighty men of Babylon have forborne to fight. They have remained in their holds.
Right, they have forborne to fight. They have remained in their holds. Go ahead.
Yep. Their might have failed. They became as women. They have burned her dwelling places. Her bars are broken.
One more time.
Ooh, man. It says, the mighty men of Babylon have forborne to fight.
Yep.
They have remained in their holds. Their might have failed. This ain't that era. This ain't that World War II era.
Right.
The greatest era of war. That ain't it no more,
Yeah,
man.
niggas was patriotic.
Yeah.
Again, I like one of my favorite war movies, All Quiet on the Western Front. Where you had 6-year-old teenage boys just enthusiastic, eager to go and serve and fight for their country.
Yeah.
Not even knowing what they were getting into, but they were like, man, we're gonna fight, man. We're
Damn.
gonna come back in our stripes and, you know,
Yeah.
leave and, you know, which, you know, hey, that's a good ass movie, you know, ended how it ended. But that's the spirit that they were in those in the early 1900s, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
But now niggas is worrying about eating, you know, Girl Scout cookies and playing Xbox and shit like that. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know, Dexter, that one shit, I'm gonna be on the ground. But it'd be the one nigga who's like living in 2008. He got a whole box of Pop Tarts in the drawer, and he put the old ass Xbox 360 on. Niggas want to play games and eat fruit roll-ups and shit all day, man.
Yeah.
Niggas ain't ready to fight, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. My little era, that little 2008 to 11, 12 era, when I came in and got out, that was the peak of it for real.
Mm-hmm.
We was amped. 2012, young private, you know what I mean, such and such, man. We was amped, man. We got in shape for it. We trained hard to get there to do it. That shit is gone, son.
And on the contrast, we was graduating, so niggas went on that shit. Niggas is in that spirit of trying to finesse the system. I'm gonna go to the army, get you know what I'm saying, get my honorable discharge, this and that, get a pension for life, and then I'm gonna come back and be a principal, do this and do that.
Ooh-wee. Come on, man. That's a rock, paper, scissors right there. Oh, man. Back at Jeremiah 51, verse 30. The mighty men of Babylon have forborne to fight. They have remained in their holds. They might have failed. They became as women.
Right, they became as women, you see? And niggas are softer than shit. Alright? Like the scripture said, we became women for age. At least for us, man. Hey, we still got our integrity. We got our nuts. You know what I'm saying? When we fight for Yahweh, while Yahweh shot, going up against the elite, so on and so forth, man. You know? But again, you know, your regular citizen, just look at your regular Edomite today. Nigga out like, look around.
Shaggy.
Yeah, Shaggy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he ain't worried about going to Iran. One of them niggas who been born into peace. That's real though, because I just was thinking about the statement he made about how, you know, niggas in the barracks doing that goofy shit. This social media age has exposed America even more. And it's showing the weakness of the people. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nothing wrong with being goofy in the midst of your people. You know what I'm saying? You don't see Americans be all fucked up, but think about what you're putting out. That's why the vibration, even when we come out and do camping, how we carry ourselves on our day-to-day life, we carry ourselves in a manner so you don't see the weaknesses. You see? But America, just like the scripture speak about, will be exposed, man. So the weaknesses that these people have is just on the forefront. And that's why these other nations, you think they're really scared like that?
I ain't laughing at these niggas, man.
They're like, man, we can fuck these niggas up, man. That's why Iran ain't backing down from this shit. One of them big techno Russian niggas. And bunch of
Yeah, they was way tougher too.
you see the
Oh,
Russians
yeah.
online from
fighters, all that, they fierce as hell, man.
Yeah. And they don't. Yeah.
They want to fucking act.
Yeah.
I'm saying when they put on the mad face and then they go back to their coach doing some stupid ass dance, nigga. Them Russians on bullshit, right?
Nigga, Russia and TikTok dancing and shit.
Yep. That's right, man. That's a spirit. I remember years ago. Yeah, that little fucking. I remember years ago when I did a lesson. The military, the army, the United States Army, they had a campaign to bring people in. They got a story of a bitch, like an 18-year-old bitch talking about like it was a cartoon. She had two mothers. She was adopted, and that was their military campaign. Meanwhile, you transfer into the Russian campaign. You got these big strong motherfuckers getting out the bed, disciplined, and that's their campaign. Our campaign was weak as shit.
Right, man. Nigga eating raw eggs. Ivan Drago type nigga.
Yeah.
In that verse where it says they become as women, you can actually literally do that in this land.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful point. Right, yeah, literally. You could literally become a woman.
Literally.
Nigga got a, size double B, got a CCL, you know what I'm saying? You know? Like niggas really be on that shit, castrating themselves to get, artificial vaginas and shit. I mean, these guys are weak, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and the real roughneck Americans, they don't want to fight for this country. They trying to fight to defend their own land.
Hell yeah. Yeah, that's a good point.
That little acre and a half he got, you know what I'm saying? With his Silverado on that motherfucker, you know? You know what I'm saying? Like, they know too. So they know as well. That's all about Israel. Everything is about Israel. Yeah. It don't matter, man. Bring your ass here. Slap this helmet on, take this M16. Get your ass. Because real quick, the JP got as well. My determination is a guy
I just seen a video like this week. It was like a government official. I don't know what he was, but in Israel, he was like, "Yeah, we're the chosen people." You know, because they just said that right after Trump sent them 5,000 Marines to like, we're the chosen people. Your people should die for us. It's so many words. He said it literally like that. I'm like, what the fuck? And you see, American people. It's supposed to be America first, and then you got other videos where people are going to like the government officials' buildings and shit, and they're like, "What's up, man? Hey, America first or Israel first?"
Yeah.
And a lot of them niggas can't even answer; they too scared.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, this is fucking beautiful, bro.
Yeah, that's
the
right.
Lord is destroying this place from inside out, and these niggas out in this world, they think that this shit is new, that Israel compromised America. This shit been from years and years, from 111. I don't want to say it. But they always been there. It's always been them fucking bastards.
Yep.
And the Lord's gonna turn up the spirit, man, even more. You know? Because there was a couple of terrorist attacks, so-called, where they got shot. They shot a couple of mosques in, I think, Detroit and other places, whatever. So this shit is beautiful, man. It's a lot. Man.
But it's gonna be a good slap in the face. The Lord just stretches out his hand. I got that precept too. And they gonna get slapped.
Isaiah 19. Psalm 76. Stop Marty. Let's type in Stop Marty. We gotta get Isaiah 19 as well.
I got Zephaniah.
No, you got
This is Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 8. Therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord Yahweh, until the day that I rise up to the prey. Because we can't do it ourselves. Like you dumb niggas, militia groups, walking around with weapons. Oh shit. Yeah. Yeah, them joints got the spikes on the joints.
Yeah, metal pedals.
Back at Zephaniah 3 and 8 again. It says, therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord Yahweh, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms to hope. Yeah. gather the nations that I may assemble the kingdoms to pour upon them mine indignation.
Right, so the Lord is assembling these kingdoms. He said he must serve the host of the battle now, Isaiah the 13th chapter, man. So it don't matter, you know what I'm saying? No matter how much you niggas don't want to fight, etc., the Lord gonna put it in your spirit to go to the Middle East and fight. You know, like the scripture says, stink shall come up, and all the death and things of that nature that's gonna be happening over there. See? So again, Middle East is you know what they call the Middle East, which is really, brothers bring out is Western Asia. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But ultimately, you know, the Lord is setting the stage, man. There's people who are over there in that land right now who aren't coming back.
That's what I was about to bring up that point. People all excited to get that little paychecks Trump gonna give them. Them niggas ain't coming back on boats. I mean, on airplanes.
Yeah.
300 personnel airplanes. They're not coming back to see their kids. They're gonna stay there. They're gonna stay there.
I'm not sure Mario.
You seen the shorty? She went into the military trying to get the benefits, but that's her sister. And then she seen the shit going on.
Oh yeah, that's the crying. That one heart palpitating now, man. I didn't sign up. Yes, you did, bitch. Did you not do the fucking? Did you not raise your right hand and swore? I knew what the fuck what was up for me. I knew I was going somewhere. I signed up for it, but I knew it. But you sitch witches, y'all just signed up so I can get banged out and get 90 to 100% disability because you got fucked up hips.
Cool too. I had to say, you know, some people they like to show off that shit, especially a bitch, because she trying to be a man and shit. You know, she thinks she tough and shit.
Pull that veteran card.
Get all the benefits and all. You gonna be a veteran, all right? You gonna be a veteran. You got it, though.
Yep. Back at it says, and I got precept. It says, "Then mine indignation, even all my fierce anger, for all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy."
Which ultimately is, you know, in particular dealing with Babylon the Great. That's the thing that's going to be destroyed utterly, you know, complete, so to speak. You know? You got that in Psalm?
This is Psalms 76. This is Psalm 76 and verse 5. It says, "The stout-hearted are spoiled. They have slept their sleep."
Right, the stout-hearted are spoiled. Go ahead.
"They have slept their sleep, and none of the men might have found their hands." That's in the verse.
Right, the stout, what is it?
The stout-hearted are spoiled. They have slept their sleep, and none of the men of might have found their hands. Psalm 76 verse 5, "The stout-hearted are spoiled, they have slept their sleep, and none of the men of might have found their hands."
None of the men of might have found their hands. Speak, man. You know? They're not ready. They're not ready. Alright?
Yeah, the might of this land is fading away.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And when you, what is it, in Daniel, where it goes into the statue, you know what I'm saying, with the iron mixed with the clay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the
weak
weakness
shit.
of the nation. You know what I'm saying? While iron is the hardest metal, you know, America was once known as the mightiest nation. With that clay mixed in, man, it's soft as hell, man.
Yep.
You know, and it's slowly crumbling, man, and then we're at the end of that. You know?
Yeah, patriotism. That dude, which he got a good character to him. Not good character, you know. He's what's that word I'm looking for? The Department of War. Hexeth. He trying to bring that might back in the military. He's trying to move some things, but nobody's really biting it. Now he got a good, he got his character, as in, you know, he's very upstanding. You know, he's a veteran himself, but nobody's fighting for that shit no more.
I say that's a perfect point. You got the stout ones, the majority of it's mixed in with that soft shit.
Yeah.
And all these soft ass niggas ain't gonna go with what you going with.
Right, and
That
ultimately,
Department of War shit.
right, and ultimately Esau has been exposed. So that's another reason why all the shit in Afghanistan was bullshit. You got men like your man the Reaper, Nicholas Irving.
Yeah, Nicholas Irving.
Different veterans who fought in them wars, you know what I'm saying, during that time. He was like, man, we went over there for no reason. You know, and then on top of that was losing. Like you always said, niggas getting whooped and beat his flip-flops, man. You know? mean, you know, niggas taking niggas out and all that, but they like, man, you know, this shit was bullshit. Even in the Vietnam War, they getting fucked up. You know, so they start to put, they start putting the two and two together, like, man, what the fuck I'm gonna go over there and fight for? You know? That ain't benefiting me none. Still go home, still inflation, shrinkflation, I'm still suffering the same shit. Y'all don't take care of, they don't take care of their veterans, man.
They're sitting on the streets.
Yes.
We got a precept on that.
Niggas begging, you know?
I haven't seen any proof of it, but they're saying that over in the bases overseas, there's starting to be dissensions because a lot of people in the bases are not wanting to fight for Israel. So even the bases within amongst themselves are going at it.
Them Israelis, them niggas ain't even fighting. The IDF, them dudes are staying home. You know, they not even fighting for what they believe in. Eating halal pork.
Shooting little kids and shit.
Yeah, fuck out
That's
of
one thing they can fight against little children. You know, harmless, you know, people, defenseless people, pretty much. You know, them niggas are soft as hell, man. They was getting their ass beat by Iran. And that's beautiful because, again, that pretty much that veil was over these people's eyes. They thought they was really gonna do something. And then Iran was, man, they tearing them niggas up right now. You know what I'm saying? They can't fight. Yeah, they over there calling America, oh please help. In America, they can't do shit neither.
They hitting all America spots over because they don't got the missiles that can actually reach America. So theirs can hit everywhere because you know America has like 800 different bases and different spots. America has like 800 different spots, but they hit all their spots. So yeah, tearing their shit up.
Yeah, I got a quick one.
Motorcycle. Ain't gonna be no motorcycle unless a brother wanna make one.
This is the one of the brothers said something about the poverty rate of veterans. So I got a quick one. I'm gonna jump back on one. Well, I'll get this real quick. This is Sirach, Ecclesiasticus 26 and 28. There be two things that grieve my heart, and the third maketh me angry, a man of war that suffereth poverty, and men of understanding that are not set by, and one that returneth from righteousness to sin. The Lord prepareth such in one for the sword.
Yeah, man, and like I said, man, you got veterans who suffer, man. You know? Man, I ain't gonna lie, one video that I was like, man, that's kind of fucked up, man. Was when that one old ass World War II veteran or something was in the midst of a gay pride parade. He was crying and shit. He's like, man, we didn't fight for this. You know what I'm saying? So everything you niggas fought for, it was vain. And niggas knowing that now. Like, nah, what the fuck I'm gonna fight for America for? But I gotta go home and deal with homosexuals. They got more rights than me. You know what I'm saying? They getting health care and shit to get cash on it and some more shit.
Feminism.
I gotta deal with all this fuck shit when I go back home. These fuckers are putting me fighting for the you know, the down to earth dudes who love the country, so on and so forth. You know, don't try to get my nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to go do that shit. Then on top of that, knowing the shit that happened in, like I said, in Afghanistan, so on and so forth. And then, in this time now, dealing with Israel, they're like, hell no, everything's being exposed. Like, what are we going to fight for? To defend these small hats who call us Goyim? You know? Who look at us just like they look at, you know, us, you know, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Because that's how them small hats look at you, man. They look at you like they look at us like Goyim, y'all just cattle. That's why they throwing your ass away in the Middle East so you can fight their war and die. You know, as sacrifice, you know, just you know, what they call it, casualties, man.
Casualties of war, yeah. Just so these.
That's the spirit, you know what I'm saying? Because it just highlights that division. You know what I'm saying? That the Lord said it would bring. You know what I'm saying? This world is divided. This kingdom is divided. You know what I'm saying? And when you go back into the lineage, you know what I'm saying? Amalek is descendant of Esau. You know what I'm saying? So that's his grandson. They're supposed to be together, but they're divided, man. They don't want to go and fight for these motherfuckers, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's your everyday American.
Yeah, your American pie, Budweiser, hot dog at the state fair. Edomites. They look at you like you're good. Them
Cowboy
damn-
boot,
yeah.
Levi
Call me.
jeans,
Yeah.
Is that what a patriot is?
Hmm?
Is that what a patriot is?
What do you mean?
The people you're describing now.
Yeah, that's pretty
The
much
hardcore
your
Americans.
your everyday Edomite that watched a couple war movies.
Budweiser, hot dogs,
Yeah,
Watch
Budweiser,
it.
hot
cowboy
dogs.
boots, Levi jeans,
Lift the truck.
Wrangler button up, the lumberjack. It's about the blue.
Yeah, that's
Google
just
search real quick. I just typed in pretty much why is it bad for a government's army
So
if
like
they
they get lows every weekend. For
Is it why is it bad for a government's army if they don't want to fight? Pretty much, what's the effect of the government's army not wanting to fight? And it says an army that refuses to fight undermines the government's sovereignty, security, and ability to enforce foreign policy. It creates a power vacuum that invites aggression from adversary, causing political instability and weakens deterrence, potentially leading to a collapse or a state objectives or a loss of international standing. And then pretty much you got the little list, but I'm gonna summarize it. I ain't gonna read all that, but he says the other armies in the other world, they're gonna start attacking this place. Which you see Iran make a threat, which, you know, of course Esau, he's gonna do his little false flag and shit attack. Then you're gonna lose power from outside of your international, like the brothers were saying.
they don't.
Your base is getting blown the fuck up. So now you lose even more power. You know what I'm saying? So you just losing. And then eventually, like, who's gonna fight? Then what we say? Draft. So then people are gonna get forced to fight. Then it's gonna be even worse. Because then I believe if you reject the
During
draft,
wartime.
you die, right? Or you go
Well,
to
you
jail.
can go to jail. Yeah, but during the wartime, like during Iraq, if you didn't want to fight, then you can go to jail, or you get put to death.
It's just all in all, it's all bad because you losing your army. That's like one of the most important things to a government. Like
Yeah.
your boy, that nigga that wrote the book, The Art of War. He said you gotta treat your army men as children. You know what I'm saying? And look how they treating them. You got homeless veterans and, you know what I'm saying, people fucked up. That's not how you treat your men. And now your men is gonna turn on you. You know, just like your boy Caesar. What happened to him? He got shanked up by his own men. You know.
That always happens. Yeah, bullshit. But it was all ballpark Edomites.
Yeah.
Viking helmets and shit, like, that shit was a fucking joke, man.
Beer chugging niggas.
Yeah.
That's real. All the Trump supporters and shit from the beginning. You see many of them burning their flags, taking the shit off their cars and all that shit.
Yeah.
Because they seeing everything that he told was lies. He went against everything that his campaign stood for. He went against all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So now people are seeing the injustice of this place, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's prophesied that in the end this place will be exposed, man.
They got that Isaiah 19. Really? Yeah, you can start at the top there. You can jump down to 16.
Isaiah 19:1, the burden of Egypt, behold, Yahweh rideth upon a swift cloud.
Right, it's not speaking of ancient Egypt, man. It's prophetically speaking of Babylon, the Great America.
It says,
One more time.
it says the burden of Egypt, behold, Yahweh rideth upon a swift cloud.
Right, Yahweh riding upon a swift cloud, man. You see? Those chariots. And that's how he's going to visit this place. That's how he's going to visit this land. You got it?
It shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence.
Man, see, Yahweh Shai is going to destroy all these idols, man. All right? The scripture saying this out of Zechariah 5, they shall enter into the house of the thief, you know, with those chariots, man.
It says, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians.
That was the spirit brothers made mention. How this place is divided. Now, some people want to fight, some people who don't. Some people will force Trump, some people will not. People reject getting Trump in office, so on and so forth. You know, it's just, hey, then on top of that, that's just in America. Then you got Russians who are Edomites too. You know, the NATO and the EU is just division. It's just all types of chaos in the midst of the Edomite nation.
It says, shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom.
Right, and how have they done that? How have they systematically done that? You know, via the Republican and Democrats, you know, the City House, all right? And not only that, when you go down the line, you know, when all hell breaks loose, man, niggas gonna be fighting. See? But then again, like I said, there's tension all across the board, man, in the midst of Esau's lineage, man, or the Edomite race, man.
And are you done with your
I'm gonna read verse 22. It says, and the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof, and
Spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof.
and they shall seek to their idols and to the charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to the wizards.
Right now, hey man, that's Esau's back against the wall. So he trying to, you know, conjure up enchantments, sorcery, tap into the left hand, you know what I'm saying, so on and so forth, man, but it's not working. Like I said, this is Isaiah 47. So go to your astrologer, so on and so forth. Maybe they can help you, but they can't. It's not working. Satan finessed you. You know what I'm saying? It's like I always say, in all the demonic possession movies, the demon, he goes to a vessel, he takes over the vessel, has the vessel do his bidding, then he scurries off and leaves the vessel. And sometimes they die, sometimes they just free, or you know what I'm saying, whatever, traumatized. But, you know, in like manner, Satan has, you know, used the Edomite race as a vessel to bring wickedness as he was, you know, ordained to do, man. Because what? Esau is the physical counterpart of Satan himself. You know, adverse to the Most High.
He said 16.
You know, like,
Okay. He said 16. This it says Isaiah 19 and 16. In that day shall Egypt be like unto women, and it shall be afraid and fear because of the shaking of the hand of Yahweh of hosts, which he shaketh over it.
Right, man. See, again, you know, just putting the nail in the coffin, you know, to the point, man, you know, these men are weak, all right? The state of America is weak. It's disintegrating, man, slowly but surely, all right? The spirit of this place is failing, man. There's a whole bunch of beer bellies everywhere. Taco eat, you know what I'm saying? Esau love tacos and shit, man. Taco Tuesday, you know, bar food, fucking fried pickles, and, you know, mozzarella sticks. Oh, you know, Esau love boneless chicken, man. The ranch.
You can't eat some real
blue cheese.
Yeah, your celebrities are tanking. And you got LeBron James, they got that nigga flopping everywhere. He's he need to hang them shoes up. He on like his 30 or something. That nigga on his 23rd season, and he's just flopping everywhere, tarnishing his so-called legacy. People are going against that nigga, and I never. Back in the day.
Yeah, football's rigged.
Yeah.
Everything in this place is just failing, man. The spirit of Egypt is failing.
Yeah, the Murph is going, and Esau, he like the bro saying, they in the think tanks trying to see who's the next guy. They got all these YouTube niggas in IRL. They're like your top celebrity, so to speak. Like, who the fuck is Neon? Niggas, I hate that. I personally myself, I want to fly and kill that nigga, man. I don't like these Jack Doherty
imbeciles. What they call them? What they call them type of niggas? Incels. Them type of niggas. Incel niggas, man. All weird. I watched the one video with the nigga Neon. He was like a short. I think he was with some girl or something. Maybe a nigga. I don't fucking know. Them Aiden Ross type nigga. Bitch get up to go to the restroom. Some nigga slip the chair. Like just weird click farming type of niggas, man. But this is America for you, man. This is the men now, man. That shit is whack. And if you ain't up here doing this, you stand for that.
That's right. Man.
Plain and simple. If you ain't up here doing this, you stand for that, man. Yeah, and that's a fucking fact.
That's right. Hey, real talk, bro. Hey, you got we was talking about him earlier. You got Deacon Hakal, Priest Hakal, whatever his name is. That nigga look like one of them advice giving niggas. He got the glasses on, he got the bald head, the lineup. He got the little the suit and tie on. He look like one of them Kevin Samuel niggas.
Right.
I don't even think I think he stopped doing it too.
Man, the hell with that nigga, man. But Hassan, they call him Hassan Couture.
Yeah, they just become YouTube personalities, man.
Yeah, but again, man, you stand for this place, that's what you stand for. Homosexuality, all right? Wickedness, all in all, man. You know, if you side with Esau, you side with wickedness. Fuck you niggas, you Israelite niggas too, man. You're trying to save the Gentiles, man. That shit is bogus as hell, man. You know? That shit is bogus as hell. You niggas gonna be so low in the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, you're gonna have glory and inheritance. You know what I'm saying? But you're going to be low in the kingdom, man. And that's a fact. The scriptures say it. You know, because there is going to be rank and file in the kingdom. And you're going to be low level. Alright? Real quick, can just find out these are the kingdom, bad people are bound. Tell them to break these conventions. These are the kingdom.
I had a precept, but I probably passed.
Nah, Britt, what you got?
Because I was holding because Elder Bro made a point about how people are turning against America, and the main people that's going to turn against America are their conglomerates, which is NATO, EU. Yeah, all right. Yeah, just want to, so I was holding it for a second. Revelation 17, and this is prophesied, and you can see it today. You can see the world news, and you can see the tensions between NATO, which is a conglomerate of European nations. All right, that's about to go against this place. It's prophesied. Revelation.
Shit's like the shit with Turkey. You know, can't forget about that. Turkey pissed off. They not dealing with America. And they part of NATO.
Yep.
You got it.
It says Revelation 17:16. In the 10 horns, which represents the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, which started in the 50s. Right now it was more nations. Now I think it's about 20 something. Yeah. Which they trying to get Ukraine to go into NATO. Which if they do, Ukraine, then America has a license to help them out. But since they're not a part of NATO, then they got to stay their asses in Poland, which is neighboring to Ukraine and Russia. In the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, thee shall hate the whore. And who's the whore? All right, that's America, also known as Babylon the Great. And shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. Ooh, they're gonna turn missiles on this fucking place, and it's a beautiful thing.
Right, like that. I was listening to the Elder Yashalambo, and pretty much, like you said, they're going to be for the New World Order, the MOTB. They're going to be, what's it called, on the same page as far as I know, but they don't want America a part of that. You know what I'm saying? In a sense, like, here we got everything set up, the infrastructure, so on and so forth, but we don't want you a part of this. You know? So again, the beast shall hate the whore. These people are mad. You know what I'm saying? These nations, this scripture in Revelation 11 said that. The nations were mad. Alright? And that's what you're seeing.
But just a little bit. Verse 17, for the Most High put in their hearts to fulfill his will, and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast, until the words of the Most High shall be fulfilled.
Right, so the Lord ultimately always had it out for these nations, in particular this land. Alright, Sodom and Egypt. Alright, spiritually Sodom and Egypt. See? That's cool.
Yeah, I'm just close it up. And the woman which thou sawest is that great city which reigneth over the kings of the earth.
Right, you see, because you got all these different Bible gurus and end time guys. Oh, the Antichrist, the beast. You know what I'm saying? The red beast, this and that. You know what I'm saying? And but see, the thing is with that, they speak about the scriptures, all right, and they hear scriptures like that, the city, and not link it up with America because it says city.
Yeah.
But what one city control, has import and export, because also you got to deal with Revelation 18 chapter as well, as it strolls its way into that. All right, it's not just one city that's controlling import, export, so on and so forth, that's ruling over the planet Earth as a whole. All right, that city is speaking of Babylon the Great, man, America. It's not just that one single city, no, man. All right. I just wanted to make that point real quick because I see got all these dudes, these new found prophets, so to speak. You know, these white guys, they set up a podcast, you know what I'm saying? They got the camera shit going on, so on and so forth. Try to act like they've been on the end time, you know, more the prophetic time too. But they don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Hours, couple of hours.
Mary J. got you bring it out. Bring it out?
Yeah, they just popped out of nowhere. You know, all these end time so-called people, you know, they just popped out of nowhere. Like all these YouTubers, everybody got a fucking channel all of a sudden. So, you know, yeah.
You know, he's more qualified. I mean, you got these guys who are qualified, but they're not qualified in the scriptures. That be the thing. They try to link everything to the scriptures, which in some cases, you know, it makes some sense, but also that's for the prophecy. Alright? But then again, you got guys like, what's it called? Wyron? What do they call it?
Wyron, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And all that, you know what I'm saying? Which, you know, hey, they bringing out a lot of information. But then again, they're still looking for that one guy to come in and set everything straight for America, right?
Well, that nigga think he gonna set stuff straight.
Yeah.
He think he's talking about he wanted to be the president, which, you know, make points. He gonna put all bitches in slavery and put them back in the kitchen, which that's a good point, you know. But that's all where it goes.
But ultimately, Yahweh Shai is gonna do that.
That's right.
Yahweh Shai is gonna put the world back in its place.
That's right. That's right.
Shit, we might as well get Sirach 10.
Yes, sir. We can always get that.
Get Sirach 10.
Oh, you had precepts?
Oh yeah, bring up
Jeremiah 50 and 3, because you was talking about Babylon. So Jeremiah 50 and 3, it says, "For out of the north there cometh up a nation against her, and that her is Babylon, which is America, which shall make her land desolate, and none shall dwell therein. They shall depart both man and beast."
I said man shall dwell there. Again, I lines
Revelation 18.
Yep, Revelation 18, but also Isaiah the 34th chapter. You know, on how that land is going to be desolate and barren. That's going to happen via what? The thermonuclear missile and the chariots of Yahweh Shai. Plain and simple. Alright? Again, you know, this place is going to be a memorial of how not to live, man, an example. Alright?
That just gave me goosebumps just thinking about this place getting destroyed.
Yeah, man, it's really insane when you think about it. It's like when you really sit and visualize it, like the scriptures speak about, you know, that man, it's like Jake Miles will get Revelation 15 real quick. Start out one. Like, bro, for this whole country to be on fucking fire is like insane.
It is crazy.
Like Jake, I don't know if some brothers like look at the destruction, what's gonna happen in the earth, and try to downplay it. But this is, bro, what's 5,000 plus
5,000 square miles
of fucking fire.
The lake of fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it would look like from up top.
Look at like Lake Erie or something. Look at a big lake or something. When you look at America, it's like, man, it's like it's shaped like a big lake or something, you know? But you got it. Revelation 15.
Revelation 15:1. "And I saw another sign in heaven, great and marvelous, 7 angels having the 7 last plagues, for in them is filled up the wrath of the Most High.
Right, concerning the destruction. You got it.
And I saw as it were a sea of glass mingled with fire."
Yep, that's going to be us in the chariots, man. We're looking down on this place, you know. Bird's eye view, looking down on this place, man. Burning. You see? Real quick, can Jake find out in Job? I behold the firmament looking glass real quick, you know? Because we're going to be above the firmament, all right, in that chariot. Looking down at this place burn, you know, cheering, rejoicing, so on and so forth, man.
I think this is the only thing that says looking glass in Job 37:18. "As thou with him spread out." Hold on, my shit tripping. Hold on.
Gotta get that iPhone, huh?
It says, "Hast thou with him spread out the sky, which is strong, and as a molten looking glass?" It said, Job 37:18, "Hast thou with him spread out the sky, which is strong, and as a molten looking glass?"
Back at Revelation 15:2, and I saw as it were a sea of glass mingled with fire.
We're gonna be above the firmament. Also, like in the firmament as a glass, something you can see through. You got it?
And them that had gotten the victory over the beast, and over his image, and over his mark, and over the number of his name.
That's what we want. I was at work today just meditating about being on the 144,000 and getting a victory. And I really just engulfed in it, just in my thoughts and my meditation while I was at work. I'm like, I want to be in the upper seats with Yahweh Shai, man. I want to be with Yahweh Shai. I want to be at the council. I want to be at that table. You know what I'm saying? I want to be in the 144,000 without celebrating that Friday. I want to be on that number, man. And I want to be right here, looking down at this place, watching it burn, hearing the screams and the pains. You gotta think, man, it's gonna be a lot of
Wailing.
fucking billions of people on this land, or millions, however, just wailing. Like you bound to hear the screams and the torments. There's gonna be so much screaming and shit. Just people in pain and agony, man. I wanna be up above looking down at you.
That danger.
You know what I'm saying?
That shit going, oh.
It's gonna be insane, man.
It's gonna be billions.
Yeah.
Because if we 4 billion and 2/3, that's still gonna be billions.
Yeah, it's gonna be bad, man. It's gonna be bad.
Verse 3, it says, and they sing, verse 3, and they sing the song of Moses, the servant of Yahweh.
Right, Exodus 15:3. How is a man of war? Yahweh is his name. That's a song. Which we went through the sea. The Lord delivered us from the Egyptians. What was that? They wrote a song. All right, which is in Exodus 15:3. That was a song. Yahweh is a man of war. Yahweh is his name. See, so we're gonna sing that song, being delivered out of this Egypt. You know what I'm saying? Yahweh is a man of war. Yahweh is his name. You know what I'm saying? In that chariot, man, singing that song. You got it.
It says, servant of the Most High, in the song of the Lamb, saying, great and marvelous are thy works, Lord power almighty, just and true are thy ways, thou King of saints.
All right, we're going to rejoice. Thou King of saints. Who are the saints? The
Israelites, man. But you niggas don't want to be. Niggas want to be.
148, I think. I mean, not Isaiah, Psalm 148. Yep. We are those saints, man. We're going to rejoice. They're going to be happy.
They're going to be everybody but Israel.
Yeah, 2-edged sword in their hand, man. In our hand, Lord's will. All you brothers, man. You got it.
Lord willing. Lord's will, man.
Women, children rejoicing, you know what I'm saying? New bodies. Good.
All the commandments in our inward part.
Yeah. No more pain, no more suffering. No more going to work.
Punching that shit off punching that clock off the damn dresser.
It be so bad that I be having alarms on weekends. Like, damn. Can't wait for that.
That good Yahweh food.
Yeah, good lamb. Woo. Talking about grilled bread. You know what I'm saying? Because we're going to rejoice. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be happy. It's going to be a feast. You know what I'm saying? It's like for real. You know what I'm saying? Amy got taken out. We got feast days. We got holiday days. We got feast days as well. Rejoice and be merry. Hanukkah, the feast of dedication. We rejoice and be merry for the deliverance of our enemy, out of our enemy's hands. We're going to feast, man. We're going to be happy. We're going to rejoice. We got the victory, man. You got it, right?
Verse 4, who shall not fear thee, O Lord, and glorify thy name? For thou only art holy, for all nations shall come and worship before thee, for thy judgments are made manifest.
Right, for thy judgments are made manifest, man. And people gonna know it was only one God, one Allah, one Buddha, one Shiva. All right, who else? Allah, Shiva,
Jesus, yeah, Jesus. That's the main one.
That's the main one.
The main.
People gonna know in that day that it was Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying? It was Yahweh. He is. All right.
And they gonna know who his chosen, who his people are. They gonna be scratching their head. They be like, who was them small hat niggas? Them niggas was frauds. All right, and they gonna know who when Joe Lord's will, Jake get beamed up. We're gonna be looking like Jake. All right, and they gonna know. People gonna be mad. They gonna be hurt. Like this nigga, and then you gonna have people coming out of other nations that looks like East Indians, Esau.
They're gonna get their pigment back.
Yeah, they're gonna get their
They're gonna get their pigment back. They're gonna pasty ass, me and Jake. He got that pasty ass Edomite skin. That shit gonna be washed out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He gonna get his look back. Be of the elect. You got it.
Verse 5, and after that I looked, and behold, the temple of the tabernacle of the testimony in heaven was open. And the 7 angels came out of the temple, having the 7 plagues, clothed in pure and white linen, and having their breasts girded with golden girdles.
Right. The plagues concerning the destruction. He said they had on all white.
So you got the girdles on. It's wartime.
Wartime. Yep. I want to show you that they had bodies. They had hands and limbs. You know what I'm saying? When you go into Revelation, the 1st chapter, it goes into Yahweh Shai's appearance. He had a new body. When he had hands, limbs, he had on war apparel, golden girdle, and so on and so forth. Likewise us. That's how we know we're gonna, have apparel, arms and legs, you know what I'm saying? Fingers, limbs, the angels, But keep reading.
Yep. Verse 7.
Read on time? I won't bring that to right now.
Close to 90 minutes. Verse 7, and one of the 4 beasts gave unto the 7 angels 7 golden vials. Vials is another word for saying destruction. All right, full of the wrath of the Most High, who liveth forever and ever. I could just finish verse 7. Verse 8, last verse, and the temple was filled with smoke from the glory of the Most High and from his power, and no man was able to enter into the temple till the 7 plagues of the 7 angels were fulfilled. So it got to be fulfilled. Them vials, man. Niggas gotta go. Niggas gotta get that, taste that second death. All right. Niggas gotta go into the destruction. Esau gotta get kicked off off his power seat. We're gonna start putting niggas. I've seen this one time. We start putting niggas in concentration camps. That is a straight up Disney. See Bug run or see Spot run or something.
Not Spot.
Oh, one of them damn dogs that be playing ball. Airbud, yeah, something like that.
Jake bring that Sirach out and then we close up.
So Sirach 10 at the top, it says a wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers.
Right, we bring this out often. Concerning the nation of Edom. How he isn't a wise judge. He destroys his people. He got his people eating GMOs. How was Shiloh gonna have us eating GMOs? Alright? Consuming high fructose corn talk. High fructose corn, so when you look at the
Run on time to get on the bus and that shit.
Yeah, man, but again, Yahweh Shai not gonna have us like that, man, when we in our glory, man. Yeah, that's how you, man. Esau took it good, man. All your people got beer bellies and shit, breast cancer, you know what I'm saying? Pancreas and shit, you know, pancreatic cancer and shit. Lung disease, you got your people smoking, camels, cowboy killers, you know? Esau has destroyed his people. And leech stormers. You got it.
It says, and what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein. An unwise king destroyeth his
Say,
people.
Howard Shah gonna have this in noble position, kings and priests, man. He ain't gonna have his stories smoking, doing practice, coke. You know what I'm saying? What they call it, nose candy?
No liver sugar.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna have his people doing that, man. Esau, look at his people. Look how he got his civilians, man. Everybody threw out of shape, just fucked up, sick, sneezing and snotting there, fucking there, coughing and hacking, you know?
It says, an unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable.
Due time he will set over it one that is profitable. Man, spirit, I'm looking at the fucking chemtrails.
Yep, man.
Howard Shah ain't gonna come and be spraying chemtrails and shit, man. You know? Shit's ridiculous, man.
Shrek 10:4 says the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable.
In due time he will set over it one that is profitable, man. And in that he's gonna set up what? The wise and the stead as well. The 144,000, the governing body of the earth, man. Alright, in of existence. We're gonna have an inhabitant of the planet, so on and so forth. We're gonna conquer, you know, all of existence, man. Alright, but again, Yahweh Shah is gonna be the one to be the profitable one on this planet. Not an Edomite, not Myron Gaines, not Tucker Carlson, you know, none of these, you know, newfound revolutionaries and all that, you know, not fucking, what's a black man?
Anton Daniels.
Anton, yeah, fuck that nigga, man.
Not that
That
nigga.
one.
None of you niggas is gonna be the profitable one who got the secret equation, you know what I'm saying? To make this place better. Only Yahweh Shai has that. Alright? So those who this was edifying to every man receive, you're gonna get up out of here. Alright, gonna give all glory and praises to
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kakodash.
Alright, double honor to our beloved elders and apostles, the great millstone. Shalom to the hopeful elect. Shalom to all the Akim, Christian, true, sincerely. Gonna say shalom in the Bible.
Shalom, above, above.